My darling Leo, I see you. I see what you have been carrying. And I want to start this conversation by telling you something the cards keep showing me with unusual clarity. There is someone from your past who is sitting with regret right now. Real regret. The kind that has finally moved from the back of their mind to the front. The kind they have not been able to keep filing away anymore. The kind that wakes them up at 3 in the morning. The kind that makes them stop in the middle of an ordinary moment. Driving, walking, scrolling, and feel the weight of what they let slip away. And the cards are clear, my darling. That person is preparing to act on the regret. Not all of them will. Some will sit with it silently. Some will let it pass through them and not do anything. But many will, within the next 6 weeks, finally reach back across the bridge they thought they had burned. They will message you. They will call you. They will show up. They will say something they should have said a long time ago. And the question, my darling, is not whether you are about to be contacted. The question is what you will do when the contact arrives. Stay with me. What I am about to share is not a general love reading. It is specific to where Leo's energy is sitting right now in this exact window of the cosmos, and it is specific to the doorway that opens on July 26th, when the South Node enters your sign for the first time in 19 years. I am Madame Aurora, 35 years studying the stars from my office in Manhattan, and I want to be honest with you, my dear Leo, because honesty about past connections is the kindest thing I can offer your sign. The South Node, in astrology, is the point of past lives, of karmic connections, of what you are carrying from previous chapters of your life. When the South Node enters your sign, it activates a doorway. Through that doorway, people from your past begin to come back. Sometimes through dreams, sometimes through synchronicities, sometimes through mutual friends, sometimes very directly, through them reaching out. The South Node enters Leo on July 26th and stays in your sign for 18 months. For the next year and a half, the past will be visiting your present. The most concentrated activation of this happens in the first 6 weeks, between July 26th and the eclipse on August 12th. And what makes this configuration uniquely activating is that the South Node arrives on Jupiter, which is also in your sign. Jupiter has been amplifying your visibility, your magnetism, your radiance for almost a month. The version of you that the world is now seeing, and that anyone watching you from a distance is now seeing, is different from the version they knew before. Some of the people who knew you in earlier chapters are watching the new version of you emerge, and they are reckoning with what it means that they are not part of this chapter. Before I take you any further, let me tell you what the cards are showing me about the energy of the regret approaching you, my darling. I pulled 3 cards before this reading, one for what they are feeling, one for what they are considering doing, and one for what the deeper meaning of the return is. The card I pulled for what they are feeling is the 5 of Cups upright combined with the 8 of Cups reversed. 5 of Cups is the card of grief over what was lost. The figure in the card stands looking at 3 spilled cups while 2 full cups remain behind them, unseen. They are stuck in regret for what they did not value when they had it. 8 of Cups reversed is the card of someone who walked away from something they should not have walked away from, and who is now realizing the walking away was a mistake. Together, the cards show that this person has been carrying regret for some time. Not just sadness, not just nostalgia, regret. The specific feeling of recognizing that they made a decision they cannot reverse, or that they let something slip through their hands that they cannot get back through ordinary means. The card I pulled for what they are considering doing is the Knight of Cups combined with the Page of Wands. Knight of Cups is the messenger of love and emotional initiative, the romantic move, the heart-led reach-out, the gesture that comes from feeling rather than from strategy. Page of Wands is the spark of a new beginning, the courage to start something even when you do not know how it will be received. Together, they show that this person is preparing, actively preparing, to reach out. They have not yet acted, but they are getting closer to acting. The Mercury direct station on July 23rd gives them the structural shift they have been waiting for. The South Node arrival on July 26th gives them the karmic permission. The eclipse on August 12th amplifies whatever they have already initiated. The window of their action is the next 6 weeks. And the third card, for the deeper meaning of the return, is the Judgment card upright combined with the 6 of Pentacles. Judgment is the card of reckoning, of facing what has been buried, of the wake-up call that demands a response. 6 of Pentacles is the card of restoring balance, giving back what was withheld, returning what was taken, making right what was made wrong. Together, the cards show that the return is not casual. It is karmic. The person reaching out is not just feeling nostalgic. They are answering a call from their own conscience. They are coming back to give you something that was withheld the first time. They are coming back to make right what was made wrong. Whether you accept what they offer is yours to decide. But what they are offering, from their side, is real. Now, before I take you any further, my darling, I want to pause for just a moment. If what I am sharing is landing for you, if the cards are confirming what you have already been sensing in the small synchronicities of the past few weeks, tap that little like button just below this video. It is a tiny gesture, but it tells YouTube to bring this kind of reading to more Leo souls who have been feeling the same activation. Other Leos are watching this video right now, recognizing the same return energy approaching. Your like helps them find this reading. And if you are not yet subscribed, this is the moment. I am preparing the August 12th eclipse love reading for Leos. The eclipse on Jupiter and the South Node in your sign may be the most consequential past connection day of your decade. Subscribe and turn on the bell so you do not miss it. Now let me describe what I am seeing about who this person is. Let me describe the signatures of the person whose return is approaching, my darling. The cards keep showing me certain markers. Pay attention to which ones land for you. Not all will, but some will. The first signature, they were the one who ended it. Or they were the one who let it end without fighting for it. Either way, the leaving was theirs, not yours. You may have been the visible cause of the ending in some way. You may have said something, done something, given an ultimatum, drawn a boundary they did not honor. But underneath the visible story, the deeper truth is that they had the chance to choose you, and they did not choose you. They told themselves at the time that the reasons were sufficient. The timing was wrong. The circumstances were impossible. The fear was too large. Some other priority had to come first. They constructed a story that justified the leaving. And the regret arriving now is the regret of recognizing that the story they constructed was less true than they let themselves believe. The second signature. There was something specific about you that they did not know how to receive at the time. Your warmth, your generosity, your magnetism, your visibility, your insistence on being fully yourself. Some Leos are so much themselves that the people who love them are intimidated by the largeness of who you are. This person was intimidated. They responded to the intimidation by withdrawing, by becoming smaller, by finding reasons that the connection could not work. When the real issue was that they did not feel capable of meeting you at your level. The work they have been doing since you parted, often slowly and not always consciously, has been the work of growing into the version of themselves who could meet you. The regret arriving now is partly the regret of having finally become that person and recognizing that they are no longer with you to demonstrate it. The third signature. They have been watching you. Not in a way that would feel intrusive. They have not been stalking, but they have noticed. The promotion you announced. The post you wrote that touched something in them. The photo you put up that showed you smiling in a way they have not seen you smile in years. The mutual friend who mentioned you in passing. The Jupiter return is making you more visible than you have been in 12 years. They are seeing the new version of you emerge. And the seeing has been activating the regret in a way that nothing else could. The fourth signature. There is an apology they have not given you. Not necessarily an apology for the ending itself. An apology for something more specific. A moment when they were unkind. A truth they withheld. A way they treated you that they have known for a long time was wrong, but have not had the courage to name. The Mercury direct in your 12th house on July 23rd surfaces the hidden material. For some of you, the return will include the apology that has been waiting for years. The apology may matter to you. The apology may not change what is possible between you, but the apology will be sincere. The fifth signature. They have, since you parted, tried other relationships that did not work. Not always because the other people were wrong. Sometimes because they kept comparing what they were experiencing with what they experienced with you. Sometimes because the other relationships gave them what they thought they needed and revealed that what they actually needed was what you gave them. They have spent the years since you parted slowly recognizing that what they had with you was rarer than they understood at the time. The regret arriving now is partly the regret of having needed years of comparison to understand the value of what they walked away from. Pause for just one moment, my darling. I know this is landing differently for different Leos watching. Some of you are recognizing every signature. Some of you are recognizing 2 or 3. Some of you are recognizing 1, with such clarity that you almost cannot breathe. I want you to know, if even one signature has landed precisely, that is enough confirmation. The cards do not need to be 100% accurate to be real. They need to be enough accurate to confirm the energy you have been feeling. And if you have been feeling the energy, the cards are confirming it. I want to interrupt myself, my darling, because there is something specific I need to say about who this is for you. The cards are showing me a category of energy, and for different Leos, that energy is attached to different specific people. For some of you, it is an ex from years ago, someone you were in a defined relationship with that ended. For some, it is someone who was never quite a defined relationship, an almost, a what could have been, a person you had something significant with that never named itself officially. For some, it is someone from an even earlier chapter, a first love, a college relationship, a connection from your 20s or 30s that has carried weight quietly across the years. For some, the person is someone whose name you have not actively thought about in years because you successfully moved past them, but who is now coming back into your consciousness through dreams, synchronicities, or actual contact. Trust the first name that came to your mind when I described the energy. The first one, not the second one you try to talk yourself into. The first one is usually right. Now let me give you the most important guidance, my darling, about how to receive the return when it arrives. Because the cards are clear about this. There are 5 pieces of guidance. The first piece, do not respond immediately. When they contact you, the activation in your nervous system will be significant. You will feel surprise, recognition, possibly hope, possibly anger, possibly tenderness. Do not respond from the activation. Sleep at least one night. Notice what your body is telling you when the activation calms. The first wave of feeling is real, but it is not the only feeling. Let the deeper feelings surface before you respond. 12 hours minimum, 24 if you can. The second piece, listen to what they say before deciding what you feel about it. The cards show the judgment card, meaning they are coming with something specific to say. An apology, a confession, a truth, an offering. Let them say it. Do not interrupt with your version of the story. Do not fill in what you think they mean before they have actually spoken. The clarity of what is approaching depends on letting them say what they came to say. After they have said it, you can decide how to respond. But the listening comes first. The third piece. Distinguish between the return and the resumption. Not every return is a request for resumption. Some returns are requests for closure. Some are requests for apology. Some are requests to know if you are okay. Some are requests for permission to release the past with grace. Some are, yes, requests for resumption, to try again, to rebuild, to begin a new chapter together. The cards are showing the 6 of Pentacles, the restoration of balance. Sometimes the restoration of balance means closing the loop, not reopening it. Listen for what they are actually asking. Do not assume it is the largest thing. The fourth piece, trust your own readiness. Whatever they bring, you are not obligated to be ready for it just because they have finally arrived. The version of you who has emerged through the years since you parted is the version of you who gets to decide what is right for the current chapter of your life. If they offer reconnection and you are not ready, you can decline with grace. If they offer apology and you are not ready to receive it, you can pause. If they offer resumption and you are in a different relationship now, you can be clear. The South Node is asking for completion of what was unfinished. Completion does not always mean reunion. Sometimes completion means proper goodbye. The fifth piece. Notice what happens in you when the return arrives. The Jupiter in your sign has been making you more fully yourself for the past month. The return tests something about the new version of you. Are you the version of yourself who can receive what is offered without collapsing back into the old patterns of the connection? Are you the version of yourself who can have a difficult conversation without becoming who you used to be in the relationship? Are you the version of yourself who can be both gracious and discerning? The return is partly the universe's way of showing you who you have become. Pay attention to your own conduct as much as to theirs. Pause for just one moment, my darling. I know this is a lot. I have been pulling cards and reading the stars for hours before recording this, and what is coming through for Leo specifically is unusually clear. If this reading is bringing you value, would you do me 3 small things? Like this video. It tells YouTube this matters. Subscribe and turn on the bell if you have not yet. I am preparing the August 12th Eclipse Love Energy reading for Leos, possibly the most consequential past connection day of your decade for any Leo whose past is activating. You absolutely cannot miss it. And write to me in the comments. Tell me one thing, the first name or initial that came to your mind while you were watching. Just the name, or the chapter of your life it belongs to, your 20s, your 30s, a specific year. Other Leos in this comment section are reading the comments and recognizing the same activation. We are becoming a community now. Thousands of Leos walking through the same return energy together. Come be part of it. Now let me continue. I want to interrupt myself one more time and tell you something difficult, my darling, because there is a shadow side to this kind of return, and I would not be honest with you if I did not name it. Not every return is a return you should receive into your life. The cards have a specific name for this. The Knight of Pentacles reversed combined with the Tower. Knight of Pentacles reversed is the slow mover who appears to be making progress but is actually stuck. Tower is the disruption that follows when you let in what is not actually transformed. Some of the returns approaching in the next 6 weeks are from people who are feeling the regret without having done the work to actually become different. They are coming back because they feel the loss, but they have not changed the patterns that made them lose you in the first place. If you receive them back into your life on the strength of the regret alone, without verifying that the patterns have actually shifted, you may find yourself in the same dynamic that caused the original ending, only now older, more tired, and more disappointed. Discernment is the work. The signs that a return is from someone who has actually transformed. They take responsibility specifically for what they did, not in general terms. They do not blame circumstances or other people for the ending. They demonstrate the change through actions over time, not through promises in a single conversation. They respect your boundaries. They are patient with your reservations. They do not push for resumption faster than you are ready. The signs that a return is from someone who is not transformed. They apologize in general terms without naming specifics. They want to immediately resume what was. They become impatient or pressuring when you do not respond as they hoped. They make the conversation about their feelings rather than about the impact of what happened. The discernment is yours. The Pluto in your 7th house since 2024 has been training you to see partnership dynamics more clearly than you saw them before. Use the discernment Pluto has been giving you. Receive the return with openness, but also with the eyes you have earned. Let me give you a small ritual, my darling, you can do on the evening of July 26th when the South Node arrives in your sign. This is your past meeting present ritual. Find a sensory, beautiful space. Your bedroom is good. A space with a mirror is good. Light a single gold candle and a single deep red candle. Gold for Jupiter and the Sun. Red for the heart. Place a piece of garnet, ruby, or citrine beside them. Burn frankincense or cinnamon. Stand in front of the mirror. Look at yourself slowly. Take 7 breaths. Then say, out loud, 3 times, I am ready to receive what is meant for me from the past. I am ready to release what cannot come forward with me. I trust myself to know the difference. 3 times, slowly. Look yourself in the eyes when you say it. Sit. Open your journal. Write the date. Then write 3 sentences. The first sentence, the version of myself I am bringing into this chapter is. Complete it. Describe yourself now, not who you were when the past relationship was active. The second sentence, if returns and they have actually changed, what I am willing to consider is. Complete it. Be specific about what is and is not on the table for you. The third sentence, if returns and they have not actually changed, what I am committed to is. Complete it. Be specific about what you will protect, what you will not allow, what you have learned not to compromise. Sign your name. Close the journal. Let the candles burn down. The past meeting present ritual is complete. You have set the energetic terms for what arrives. My dear Leo, before I let you go, 3 small things I want to say. 1. If any part of this reading has brought you the recognition you have been looking for, even 1 signature, even 1 card, tap that like button. It is the simplest way to tell YouTube to bring this work to more Leo souls who have been sensing something approaching from the past without being able to name it. Your like helps them find this reading. 2. Subscribe and turn on the bell. I am preparing the August 12th Eclipse Love Energy reading for Leos, possibly the most consequential past connection day of your decade. You absolutely cannot miss it. 3. Write to me in the comments. The first name or initial that came to your mind, or the chapter of your life it belongs to, or 1 sentence about what you would say to them if they did contact you. Even just a word. Other Leos in this comment section are reading the same words and recognizing the same return energy. We are building a community here, and you are part of it. I read every single comment, truly. And one more small thing. If you know another Leo who has been sensing something approaching from the past, share this video with her. You may not realize how much one share matters. It is how this work finds the Leo who need it. Thank you, my darling. This community is becoming something I never expected, and you are part of it. July 23rd, July 26th, August 12th. Write the dates down. The stars are with you. The cards are confirming what your intuition has been carrying. Someone from your past is sitting with regret right now. Within the next 6 weeks, many of them will act on the regret. They will reach across the bridge they thought was burned. They will say what they should have said long ago. Some of what arrives will be closure. Some will be apology, some will be the offering of resumption. Receive what arrives with the version of yourself who has emerged through everything you have lived since the original ending. Listen before you decide. Trust your discernment. Honor your readiness. And remember that the South Node is asking for completion of what was unfinished. Completion does not always mean reunion, but it always means the proper resolution that the original ending denied you. Either way, you are about to receive what was withheld. I am Madame Aurora, from Manhattan, and I love you, my dear Leo. I will see you in August for the Eclipse Love Energy reading.